A very good morning to everyone and a warm welcome to all of you on this webinar on Sharper Focus, Better Future. I'm very happy to have Mrs. Rama R. Shinde here with us as guest speaker. Thank you, Rama ma'am. Thank you for your time and agreeing to, share this insights. And Rama ma'am, everyone knows Rama ma'am, but I would just take few minutes to introduce Rama ma'am. Mrs. Rama ma'am has been working with IBO as an IB and visiting team member since 2011, and she is an IB program leader. She has done many face-to-face and virtual visits for verification, authorization, and evaluation. She enjoys visiting different schools and supporting IB programs, as well as various other school curriculums. Of course, other children, parents as well. That is her passion. She has worked with one of the well-known Ivy Word schools, which is Vishwashanti Gurukul, since its inception, and it's her baby. Currently, she is pursuing her further education from University of People UK and independently working as an educational consultant for uplifting and upskilling schools. She believes actions speak louder than words, and that is the reason she is here, to share few things on this very, very crucial topic. And she wants to be a very positive change maker. That of course she is, because I have been connected with her for more than 20 years now, I guess, Rama ma'am, now. And I have seen her passion striving to make a big difference in today's world of children. Rama ma'am is here with us, and I'm thankful to all the parents, because your time is the biggest gift you can give anyone, and you are here on Saturday morning. That itself shows your passion towards, working for your children. We'll start now with the topic, and I would not take much of the time, and I would request Rama ma'am, like, in my day-to-day experience, because I'm a global cognitive coach with Brighter Minds, and I'm with this Heartfulness organization for last 30 years. I've been working with children for many more years now. So I just want to share with you that in my experience, I keep talking to parents every day. Every day, almost 20 to 25 people talk to me. And most of the people nowadays are sharing that concentration for children, that is declining. Many of us think that maybe digital screen is the sole reason. Maybe there are many distractions, that is the sole reason. But as per my experience, that is condition of mind, and condition of mind is the foundation for concentration. Hmm? And when it is declining, that means somewhere our minds are being restless. Absolutely. Hmm? And it's like any muscle, in your body, any muscle can be trained, right? So focus is very much that ability which can be trained. We are not born with it. We are trained into it. So, and you have the rich experience, practical experiential learning, that you have worked with children, so many children, and transformed so many lives. I remember your time in MIT also, when you used to work really, every moment you were thinking about children. So please share what you think about it.
Yes. First of all, thank you, Surbhi ma'am, and all the parents community who has joined on this Saturday early morning. So this is a very, very important topic, and it's a very sensitive thing also, because every parent and every individual struggles, okay, because concentration is something which is a secret, okay. I always feel, and it is a secret of strength. And who has to strengthen it? It is actually the initial days. The parents needs to, take efforts to work on the child's mindset. Correct. So when you look at even our, old scriptures, which speaks, the Bhagavad Gita speaks about it, like, he or she who has no tranquility, there is no concentration. So peacefulness is something which is very, very important, and we need to develop that. It is a process. Okay. So I had seen, in our entire school days, as well as, in our in my profession, Like when you have, 15 brains in the class or 18 brains in the class, every child performs differently, right? But I had seen that also, that how there is a difference, because how the child has been developed right from the childhood matters a lot. Like in olden days, the children were taught shlokas, some kind of a prayers were, bestowed. And because of that, the children is to sit steadily in one place, okay, for a longer time. And at least for 5, 10 minutes, they used to sit very, very stably. But unfortunately, now with this modern technology world, okay, what is happening is that such kind of a things are getting eroded, right? And because of that, I feel that lot of changes are happening. Secondly, a lot of distractions the children have in their day-to-day life. And because of that, this concentration span is getting reduced. So we see their academic performances in the classrooms. Why this matters, that parameter keeps changing. Why certain children excel very well, some of them really are not able to excel, some of them do very well in the sports, and some of them are lacking. So concentration is applicable every day in day to day life. It's not something it is only applicable when you study. Okay, it is applicable in day to day life. And I feel I'm really thankful that you've chosen this topic and our discussion for today's session, because every parent needs to understand this. Every parent needs to take efforts, and we will be telling and giving some kind of a tips to them, that what we can do the best and how it can be evolved. Okay, because it's, as I'm saying, it's a gradual process, and lot many things are connected to it. Okay, right from the diet, right from the sleep pattern. Okay, so I would like to give you certain kind of a, I mean to say, a certain kind of an studies which many people have done it, and in that they have stated very very clearly, like as per the age group, the attention span varies, right? The focus varies. Do you agree, Surbi ma'am? Yeah.
Completely
So
agree.
yeah, so many parents are not aware about it, like, what is the attention span? Because, they always complain and they come to us stating that the child is not ready to sit in one place. So definitely, we are not brought this children on this earth to sit at one place steadily for a longer time. But at the same time, when some work is assigned, some task is given it to the child needs to sit for at least completing that work, right? So
But
that
what happens, yeah, sorry to interrupt you, ma'am. Rama, ma'am, what my experience is when parents, this is very important point to discuss. Why? Because when parents are not aware, suppose I don't know how much is the attention span in this age group, then I
correct.
will always be in anxiety. My child is not focusing, my child is not focusing. So that this is very good thing to share.
Yeah, absolutely correct. So, if you really look at it, the research speaks about it a lot. And when the child is 2 years old, okay, so how do you calculate basically the attention span? So, the researchers have stated that an average attention span by age is just 2 or 3 minutes, okay, of the age of the child. So if the child is 2 years old, it will be like 4 to 6 minutes. Then 4 years, you
Mm.
can keep on multiplying it, like maybe 12 minutes, then 6 years. So it is a process to develop the attention span by giving certain kind of a task to the children. So by age of 16, it comes to almost 32 to 48 minutes. Okay. And then
Mm.
over the period, we want the children to write in a focused way 3 hours papers. Correct. So that
Mm.
doesn't, nobody is been spared by that. Isn't it?
Mm.
So we really, as
Mm.
a parents, have to take a conscious efforts how we can develop the concentration span.
Span. So it's beautiful thing that you have shared, Rama ma'am, because it's simple formula for all of us. And
Yeah.
if you agree with that, if you feel that it's very simple, you
Mhm.
can write in the chat box. Everyone, all of us can write in the chat box. It's simple, or you can just write simple. The
Mhm.
formula is whatever is the age of your child. multiply it by 2 or 3, and that becomes the minute. Suppose child's age is 4, multiplied by 2, 8, multiply by 3, 12. So 8 to 12 minutes would be the attention span. It's very simple. So if everyone who has joined finds it simple, please write simple so that we know that, okay, you are resonating with it, or you have some queries also. It's simple. So yeah. Okay, Rama ma'am. Yeah.
Yeah. Another very important thing is that we want to bring certain aspects, because the child joins the school at the age of 3, okay, until age of 15. So is the child 15, 16, okay, the child is there in the school. But the crucial age, again and again, I repeat it, like, the children are at home and they are there with the parents till age 3, okay. Some of them join the school early, but this is the age group where the children are at home. Parents have to take a lot of efforts. They just can't, take the things very lightly. This is something which is happening in today's world, that people take it very lightly. Fine, it's okay. Now he doesn't understand. He's not. So I'm going to tell you about the pattern which the parents need to keep it in their mind, and that is something which is very, very important. Like, especially when the children are pretty young, do you allow the children to sit, by crossing their feet? Okay, I mean to say, in Marathi we say it mandi ghalun basne, folding the legs and sitting.
Mm.
I used to observe that some of the families don't, have that process. I mean to say, they don't have the habit of, making the child sit down, fold the legs, and poor thing, the children later on struggle in their life because they always keep their legs hanging. Even in the schools also, we do have arrangements where, the children have to keep their they have to sit on the chairs. But fortunately, with our school in Gurukul also, we used to make children sit down. So making sure that the child sits comfortably by crossing the legs is something which is very important. Whatever task you give it to him, even if he's playing, let him play down, and on the floor. So the earth connect is very, very important.
Very
That is
nice.
something, um,
Wonderful point, ma'am. Because I strongly believe that this earth connect when children sit, that is important point. And I'm glad to share with everyone, and you already know about it, that we also are running a YouTube channel on this where we keep giving these parenting strategies, how to keep child connected with, earth, how to make sit, what mudra is good for concentration, and many other topics also. So I'll just take 1 minute and request everyone to support this channel, and you will press the bell icon so that you will also keep getting all these. All these are very short reels that we are creating, 30 seconds, 50 seconds. So it would be quick, and also we have long format videos. If you are interested, you can go. But we need your support, and also if you press bell icon, every week we are sending 4 to 5 videos just in this direction, because this is one very important technique, Rama ma'am, where
yeah.
children need to be connected with earth, how to make them sit, how to make them sit in proper posture. So all these things, apart from this, on various other topics also we are uh, sharing. So I would request everyone to please subscribe to this channel. I have put the link in the chat box. If you go to chat box, there is a link in the chat where you can just click and subscribe to the channel. Rama ma'am, I'll request you to just move on with the next strategies also, because this is important to understand how to develop concentration in children, because it's like muscle, we have to train it. And once we take
Yeah.
it lightly, it will happen. It will not happen all by itself. We have to put efforts with, children as parents. So please.
Yes. So this is something very good thing, Surabhi ma'am, you people are pursuing. Okay, this is and I'm sure the parents community will be helpful. Second very important thing is that the diet. Okay. Now, as a parent, again and again, parents do keep taking care of the child's diet. But in today's again the modern technology world, the fast food. Fortunately, the schools are taking a lot of efforts. So where the children are being aware, what is a junk food and what is a, nutrition as such. But um, parents need to take a cautious effort, like what kind of a diet the child is following. Okay. And 6 times in a day, the child needs to be fed at least till 10th standard. That is something which is very, very important. And I'm sure you agree with that.
Yes.
Secondly, ma'am, drinking water, because this is something is very, very important. Fortunately, in my all schools, wherever I am connected, there we ensure that we have a water bell. Okay. So that the children are given a reminder to drink water with a regular intervals. And once that habit is formed, it becomes a regular habit. Okay. So water bell is something which is very important when the children are young at home. How much time sometimes doctor prescribe that don't give water. Okay. But I really don't know. Scientifically, it is very important that you need to ensure that the children need to drink enough water and with the regular intervals. It's not like I sit and I, take 4 5 glasses of water together. It is at a regular interval, so it is very, very important. So I'm sure the parents will take efforts for that.
So Rama ma'am, I'll take 1 minute for parents to, just take this CTA. They can also put reminders on their mobile, maybe, or,
Yeah.
so that sometimes we are busy in our lives, so we forget. So
Yeah.
how to set regular timings for having this water? You also have water as parent. You should encourage your child also. And especially nowadays, it's too hot.
Yeah.
So brain needs to remain hydrated.
Absolutely correct.
So your body and brain, both of them, they need water. So please ensure adequate amount of water.
Yeah. So I'm sure the parents will be noting this very important points. And another thing is that a lot of physical activities, unfortunately, due to this again, gadgets, the children are sitting in one place, but that's not at all. So again, they have to minimize the gadgets, screen time and all, and give a lot of physical activities, even simple, jumping, running at home also. They need to have that kind of environment where the children have been taken out for playing and all that. So physical activities are very, very important. That's why you must be seeing also in the school that entire timetable is made in such a way that the child gets ample amount of physical activities where their concentration and concentration gets developed because of this physical activities. That's something again is proven scientifically. So it's very, very important. Fourth thing, I mean to say, it's like, making sure that the children learn a lot of, yoga practices like simple Surya Namaskara or a Chandra Namaskara. This has also been a practice. They get to understand, like, when they develop the physical, they get involved into the physical activities. But then the Surya Namaskara or Chandra Namaskara is something which the children, if they developed, and right from class 1 onwards, they can start doing this. It becomes really very easy. Schools do take efforts, but parents also should. The school works only for 180 days, okay, max 183 days. But then out of 365 days, the children are there at home, right? I mean to say, maximum time they spend at home. So this is something which is very important. And another aspect is that is giving them the small chores to do it at home. This also develops a concentration span, because even simple folding their own clothes, because nowadays that people are not at all assigning any small tasks to the children at home. That is also very important. It's not something which you are giving it them as a job, or you are asking their help, but it is for their development as such. So whatever work the child does, he or she does it with full concentration.
It happened with us, Rama ma'am. Like one of the parents shared with us that father gave child shoe to polish because father was in hurry. He had to go somewhere in hurry, and he gave shoes to child. Can you please polish? And child came to mother. Papa kuch bhi bolte, mama, this is not my job. I'll not do it. You know what mother did? Mother just smiled and took one shoe from the child and just smilingly she polished. See, this is very easy, and we will make it faster. Then child immediately learned and smiled and said, "Yeah, now second shoe I can polish," and then did it together. So with that, mother taught how simple things lovingly and joyfully, if you support your family members, because child, this point is very valid. Because why? Because child learns to remain at present. Otherwise they are in somewhere, their minds are here and there. But when they support family in doing small things, small chores, then mind is at present.
Correct.
That develops concentration. Yes.
So it's very good example you gave it. So no job is, low kind of a job. That has to be, imbibed in the children. Doing your things by yourself is something which really helps the children in their lifetime. And life is, it's a lifelong learning journey. So in this journey, all kinds of an experiences are very, very important, and family giving such kind of an experiences is wonderful. I really like that example which you shared it, ma'am. So parents, I feel, they should assign certain small jobs to the children. Even simple segregating the vegetables when you bring it from the market is also something which is very important. Arranging in the refrigerator, everything. Give that job to the child. He or she will do it with full of concentration. Um, as the children grow, as they develop, as the age wise they develop, focusing on some kind of sports activities, okay, because you must be knowing, like, a lot of sports, especially the tennis or various kinds of swimming. These sports actually helps you to develop concentration span on a very, very larger scale. So parents need to give, that kind of a balance time to the child, where the child develops this kind of a thing. Another very important thing, ma'am, I had seen in my entire journey, where you had introduced relaxation technique.
Mm.
Okay? And because this till age 15, we cannot ask the children to meditate. Correct? Like, as an adult, we meditate. We know that how to focus ourselves, right? But till age 15, we generally don't allow it. It's a it's a rule. So what this relaxation technique which you had introduced it to the school, as well as in various school now it has been followed, it's something which is very, very paramount important. And that the same relaxation technique, if the parents come to know, ma'am, they can follow it at home.
Sure. Yeah.
So I would really love that if you introduce that to the parents community, or you can elaborate also later on to them, that how this relaxation technique helps the children, as well as it is again something where gradually the children develop that kind of a attention span, focus, and they actually work on their entire body parts in this relaxation technique. Okay. This is something which is very, very essential. I must say that it is which I would recommend that everybody should do it. And then the deep breathing techniques to the children to be taught, like, right from the childhood, okay? Because the breathing is something, because of that we all are surviving. And but how to breathe, entire system is dependent on your breathing. Correct. So deep breathing is something, take a breath from your navel. This is something which we need to, teach the students. And if you teach it right from the childhood, then the child will definitely start following it.
And we have seen it in many schools and in many families, that it has practically helped children, because there are many things in YouTube, in Google, things are there. But now we need this practical, technique. We need experiential learning, so that I give some technique to the child and my child is helped. That is why I put that link of YouTube, because in that we keep on talking about practical scenarios, what happened in one family, then how it was helped, what technique works. So this relaxation technique, I agree. I would request everyone to just experience this. I'll share that relaxation technique with all of you. So what we thought for today, ma'am, I'm sharing two more links actually.
Okay.
One is LinkedIn link, because in that we keep on sharing various events, various things which are happening, and then they can, get benefited with that.
Yeah.
And second thing is, now what we have decided, we can create a WhatsApp group for parents, and whomsoever is interested in getting these practical techniques regularly, few other things, so they can join this WhatsApp group. So I have shared this WhatsApp group link also. So
Okay.
all of you who are interested, so in this WhatsApp group only, I will share this technique and few other techniques that we keep on doing, like which mudra will work, which sitting posture will work. Because in short webinar, we are not able to share everything in
We
detail.
cannot complete everything.
So I request everyone to please, join this WhatsApp group and keep getting these things. And in LinkedIn also, if you follow, then that will support us as well to, help you and also other people. And it also builds a community. We also write something in that. It motivates other people as well. So these are three things I'm requesting from our lovely
Good.
people today. One is please subscribe to YouTube channel. Second, please follow this LinkedIn and join this WhatsApp group so that we keep sharing with you. So this relaxation technique, Rama ma'am, because today we have this time crunch, so we will not be able to share relaxation technique over here, but I want to share. And apart from relaxation technique, like you said, deep breathing technique, there are many other things, small things, which when done with children, it will really impact, So that
Absolutely,
we share.
absolutely correct, ma'am. These are very, very essential things. And unfortunately, parents community is not aware about it. So, the more the people join, the more they will get to know about it, what has worked very well for so many years. So that is something which is again paramount importance. And another very important thing is that which everybody should remember is something, sleep pattern of the children. So Sleep Foundation had done a lot of studies, and in this they had stated that when the child is of 1 or 2 years old, almost 11 to 14 hours sleep is required. Now people feel like in today's world, now when we see outside world right now, people are awake late night, ma'am. Correct, and with that the children are also awake. And the sleep pattern is really very weird nowadays, if you really look at it. So, when the child is almost, 3 to 5 years old, 10 to 13 hours sleep is must. 6 to 13 years old, almost 9 to 11 hours sleep is must. And then 14 to 17, it is 8 to 10 hours sleep. Now, as an adult, we can, reduce our sleep, but for the children, when the development of the brain is happening, the sleep is very, very important. And this is something which every parent needs to take care, that how many hours I'm making my child go to bed, and how many time, how peacefully the child has his, he or she has a sleep.
One more thing I want to add here, Rama ma'am, because one is ensuring number of hours. That is, of course, very important. Should not be neglected. Second is quality of sleep also, because even when we sleep with lot of things to do list for the next day, what happened on the previous day, either we remain in the future or we remain in the past, and our present is affected. So what I am observing with many families, they are sharing with us, not only adults but children also sleep with lot many things in the mind. So that quality of sleep is not ensured, though we feel that my child is sleeping well. But like we know that about sleep cycle, right? There are 4 to 5 sleep cycles when we sleep, and in every cycle there are 5 stages. In third stage, the mind should go to delta stage, cool and calm state of mind. That doesn't go when we sleep with active mind. So that is why these techniques that we keep doing with children, that helps in this also. Make your child just relax before sleep, and then ensure these many hours of sleep. So I would request all the parents to please, click on the links and join, because it will really be collaborative efforts from our side and your side. And then what our objective is, Rama ma'am, we build a community of all of us together, because nowadays we all are in nuclear families. And though we are interested, but we don't have time, first of all, too many things to do. Even when I'm a home baker, someone is home baker, so many things are still to be done. So they are not getting time. Plus the support that we were having earlier, that is not there. We all need support. We all are doing our best and we need support. That's why when we build this community, we can at least talk to each other. That's why this idea of WhatsApp group came, where people can share their things. Sometimes we can arrange some meetup as well, share things, learn from each other. So these things will act, because we all know that we have to work. We have to work towards it. How, what, when, all these we keep learning during the process. Over to
It's
you,
a
Rama.
wonderful idea, ma'am, because in today's world, people want, tips which are easy to, bring it into action, right? And for that reason, this kind of a groups or community is going to really help. And ultimately, our future is going to be bright. We want the children to be, outshining. Every parent dreams that the child should excel. So, we want to give that support to the parents community by giving them certain kind of an ideas. These are ideas, tips which they can easily incorporate into their daily life. So sleep pattern is something which, as you rightly said, there is a cycle of sleep, and every parent needs to study. As a parent, you need to know, what is the recipe. So this is going to help them. And this sleep pattern again brings me into one more thought, that what kind of a routine you set for your child. So that is again the parent need to understand. And as you had always been spoken, and I know how beautifully the Brighter Mind has taken efforts. The Brighter Mind program has helped many children, because those techniques, those concentration span to be developed gets really, I had seen the children getting transformed because of that program. So Surbhi ma'am, I think so those techniques can be really very helpful for the children to develop the concentration span. And as I said, though nobody's born with this concentration span, gradually how you develop your personality, the similar way it has to be developed.
Right, right.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, right, Rama ma'am, I have also witnessed for last many years that Brighter Minds has transformed many lives, and we have trained more than 1 lakh children by now. In many places, even government has sponsored where parents cannot afford. Government has sponsored these programs for children, like in Mehboob Nagar district. Government is sponsored for 2,500 children, and
Okay.
there we got this study by Indian Institute of Health Management and Research also done, so that
Okay.
we also know, what changes are coming, and results were really encouraging.
Okay.
How systematically we worked there, and then it has helped children in improving their concentration, in becoming more emotionally strong, in becoming wiser to take better decisions, and also problem solving abilities. Once concentration improves, no, Rama ma'am, then comprehension also improves, overall understanding. Child will pay attention to the teacher or whomsoever is talking, so active listening. Once child understands more, application quality, ability to apply things will improve. So these things are interrelated. Memory will also improve, because when you are paying attention to something, it will retain for more time, it will go to long term memory. So that will also be helpful. So I would, yes, I would just give you, few details of it, and more details we will share in the WhatsApp group. That the link for WhatsApp group we have shared in the chat box. All three things I have shared in the chat box: YouTube subscription, LinkedIn follow, and also this WhatsApp group detail. I have invited few children today. Let me see they have joined or not. I have invited
That,
Nakshatra.
oh, that's
Nakshatra, if you
great.
are here, you can please put your video on. Yeah. So thank you, Nakshatra, for joining.
Good, ma'am.
I gave this message to Nakshatra late night, so I was not sure whether she would be able to join. I just informed that we are doing this. It would be nice to have you here.
Yeah.
Hi, Nakshatra. You are not audible to us?
Yeah,
Yeah,
now.
now you are audible. So Nakshatra is our Brighter Minds student. She has done two structured programs in Brighter Minds. One is basic level, which is Alpha. One is advanced level, which is Alpha Plus. And in Brighter Minds, like I shared, the objective is to improve concentration in children, make their comprehension better, understanding better. We do it through fun filled activities, because when children enjoy doing something, then they cooperate, to it to the fullest. So this is a fun filled activity based program, and I would request Nakshatra to please share her experience, and also There are various fun-filled activities. In this one activity, sensory substitution as well, in which you don't see with your eyes. Like we have got five senses, those are inputs to our brain, with touch we give input to our brain and then brain decides. When we see something, neuroscience says we don't really see it with our eyes, but input is given to brain and ultimately brain decides. So out of five senses, eyes are the most dominant sense we have. That is why we do this sensory training. The sensory training is very important in everyone to improve these abilities. So sensory training, what does it do? It improves their observational capability, how to observe. So once that improves, overall impact comes on their overall skills. So in sensory training, there is one activity in which they close their eyes and try to understand things without seeing. So Brighter Minds is a 30 hours of monitor training program. Program is available in person and also online. And total 30 hours are divided into 9 sessions. In-person session, those are 9 sessions, 4-hour session. And in online program, these are 10 sessions, 3-hour session. So you see child, does 3 hours, but 3 hours are all activity based. Children run around, do few activities, do relaxation technique, and so many other things. It's not like child is sitting and just listening to me. It's not like that. So, we do it in a very fun way. And Nakshatra has done both. Like she has done in person and also online. And I would request Nakshatra to please show some of the activities. In our last webinar, Nakshatra, we showed Amitabh Bachchan ji's video where our one of the students, Vanshi Chauhan, she went to KBC and demonstrated few sensory training activities. Today Nakshatra is here, and believe me, ma'am, you have seen it, right? You have
Yeah. I am
each and
aware.
every child can do it. Each and every child can do it.
Yeah, as you rightly said, ma'am, senses, right? So even in the early childhood, they do develop the children through the Montessori techniques, okay? And this is again relevant to Bright Mind, right?
Yeah. That is the concept is same, right?
It's the same.
So here, the sensory training technique that Nakshatra has learned, it's not some magic. It's not, really that you are doing some mind trick. No, it's completely based on your mind's capability, how to observe, how to focus. So first she will demonstrate, then I'll share how it helps children in developing different skills. Nakshatra, do you want to share anything? You want to show something? Please, up to you.
Yeah, I want to give a demo. I have this blindfold over here, so I'm going to apply to my eyes so that I won't be able to see anything. Then I have this book, drawing book, and I have some pens. Anyone can write anything on a paper and show it on the screen and try to write it in calligraphy with me.
All right, okay. So what she's saying, all our lovely people over here, anyone can come on a screen. Please put your video on, and you can write anything on a paper in capital letter English. Nakshatra English, right? Capital letter English, some 3 to 4 letter word you can write just to make it easy. So just write it and show it on the screen, and Nakshatra would try to read. So any of you, all of you who are here in our webinar, any of you, I request anyone who is listening the name of Brighter Minds and Heartfulness for the first time, I request you to please put your video on. I'll give you a spotlight so that you can show something. Or Rama ma'am, you can also write something and show it to Nakshatra. Nakshatra will be sitting with eyes closed.
Yeah, we will wait for audience if anybody is ready, because that will really give them a chance, to write.
I
So
agree.
any volunteer who would like to do it, because if we do it, they may say that the child already knows the word, correct? Yeah. So I want them to
No, I know
share.
you will not do that.
Yeah. But it's always better that the audience gets a chance. So any one of them, you can ask them, ma'am.
Yes.
You can
So
see so many people.
please put your video on, any of you, please put your video on, write something on the paper and show it. So we are waiting for you to put your video on and just write down something. So
think so.
Mekhala DG is here. Hello, Mekhala ji. How are you? Please unmute yourself, Mekhala ji.
Yeah, I have written some numbers in this.
Mekhala ji, just give me a minute because we want to introduce you also to audience and we also want to get introduced with you. So where
Yeah.
do you reside, Mekhala ji? What do you do?
Actually, like I am in the Sahaj Mal for 22 years. I've been doing this practice, meditation and all. So actually, I have come to know about this brighter mind. Once I had gone to Kana, there also I saw, and like in our ashram also, I'm staying in Delhi, and in our ashram also they conduct this brighter mind programs. And I mean, once in a while during the Bhandara, the children are, whoever has taken the training, they are brought and they have been, uh, asked to do like blindfolded, and then one day like last I think in last bandara, like I had one this box, so in my handbag I gave this, so that boy, he could recognize the colors, and
So
he said,
Mekhala ji, I would interrupt you here because this is a wonderful and unique thing. Can you show
yeah,
it here so that Nakshatra can
yeah.
also give it a try? Just bring it on the screen. Bring it on the screen, Mekhala ji. Okay, Nakshatra. So you asked us to write on a paper, but because Mekhala ji was having something unique, so I thought, why
Yeah,
not to try this?
yeah, sure.
Can you take it a little bit?
Can you take it little back?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
It's a kind of a green and blue thing.
Yeah.
There's some oval kind of a white thing on it.
Mhm.
Something's written it on in red.
So she says something is written in red. Okay. What do
Yeah.
you think, Nakshatra? Very good.
Can
You are
you read
right.
it?
It is in capital letters.
Okay. Yeah, it is written in capital letters. You are right.
Yogi.
Mhm.
Yogi, correct. Wow.
Very nice.
There is a kind of a tree.
Tree.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So Nakshatra, I request you to please open your eyes and see what you have done. Wonderful. Congratulations.
Amazing, amazing, Nakshatra.
Yeah. So Nakshatra, would you like to share something about it? Thank you, Mekhala ji. I would request Nakshatra to share how you feel about Brighter Minds. What did you what is your achievement through Brighter Minds? I would ask.
Brighter Mind has helped me a lot. Like I had done Gita course, means from another institution. So I had given a exam. So in that we had to memorize the shlokas, and then they would tell the starting of the shloka, and we have to complete that shloka and the next shloka following it. So in that exam, Brighter Minds memory techniques helped me a lot.
Wow.
And also my grammar skills and creativity has also improved a lot.
On creativity, I have seen Nakshatra, drawing beautifully, and she created a wonderful drawing. So I'll share with people who are.
I just wanted to ask one thing to Nakshatra. How
Yeah.
long, how much time does it take for you to develop to this level?
Oh, very good question. Very good question. Yeah.
Means
I mean,
How much time do you take in learning these skills? How much time did you take in Alpha? How much time did you take in Alpha Plus? Are you practicing every day? All that aspect.
so I kind of do not practice, but it's helping me. I listen to the music every day. Yeah, and it for the course it took me like 1 or 2 months.
Yeah, total 30 hours. It takes total 30 hours. In these 30 hours, children learn. And like Nakshatra shared, she doesn't get time to practice a lot. But we give that relaxation technique, that music therapy to children. They can use as and when. So why these skills retain throughout life? Because there are three types of changes in the brain, right? So once there are structural and functional changes in the brain, it will be retained. Like once you learn swimming, once you learn driving, once you learn cycling, you will not forget it. No, in COVID, suppose you didn't drive for 2 years, will you forget driving? No, you will retain it in your mind. So whatever we do in which structural and functional changes are there, it will retain for you. That's why in our website also we have written a gift for lifetime. Once children are trained with these skills, it's a gift for their life. It's a gift for lifetime. So thank you, Meghla ji. Thank you, Nakshatra.
Just 1 second. I like as you said, this is done online also.
Online
Uh,
also.
Yeah,
Yes.
I just wanted to give this to a boy who is just 5 years old. So how is it? I mean, like they are not in Delhi; they are in Chennai.
Please
So they
join, Meghla ji. Yeah, please join our WhatsApp group.
okay. I
And
have a
put your request there as well. So I will personally connect with you and do the needful.
Thank you
I
so much.
request everyone to please join this WhatsApp group so that we can keep sharing things with you and we remain connected as a community.
I have already joined.
Thank you. I'll share there. So thank you, Meghla ji. Thank you, Nakshatra. Thank you so much. I have invited 3 more children just to, quickly share their things. One is Pushkar, Manaswini, and Kritika. Have you joined, dear ones? I'm not sure whether they have joined or not. Yes. So Manaswini is here. Hi, Manaswini.
Hello.
And Kritika are also here.
Good.
So Kritika, would you like to share anything? Just because we have only 5 minutes, so you can share quickly whatever you want to share, Bitu. Unmute yourself.
Good morning. My name is Kritika and I currently live in Bahrain. So while going through a Brighter Mind, I developed concentration and I developed how to uh, identify things without seeing, without touching, without smelling, and this improved my concentration. My I started learning things faster. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Kritika, for sharing. So here I would like to share with our lovely people, why does it improve? Like you would be thinking how when we close eyes, our concentration will improve, right? So first of all, what is the need of this activity? We have 2 eyes. Why to close eyes and do all this? Why? Why? Because this is one of the activities out of many. And the purpose of this sensory training is when you close your eyes and try to understand, suppose, color or what is written, like Nakshatra did, what children are actually doing. They are actually, with their closed eyes, trying to observe that thing, trying to concentrate on that, because unless you focus, unless you concentrate, you cannot observe those subtle things. Our brains, I mean, even Rama ma'am, yours and mine brain is trained so that if I touch this mobile, I come to know that this is mobile. I touch my cloth, I come to know this is cloth. I touch paper, I come to know this is paper, because mind is trained to that level. When we focus, try to observe subtle vibrations like colors and all other details also. Mind is capable. For every child, mind is capable. Now, what is needed? Training, right? Because focus is like any muscle. Concentration is like any muscle. We need to train concentration in children, right? So once they are trying to do that, they are actually trying to focus, trying to concentrate, trying to observe. What they are doing in this process, training their minds, right? What we are doing as facilitators, we are just helping them explore themselves, because everything is there inside. That's why tagline of Brighter Minds is unleash your potential. because potential is already there in every child. We just need to give them tools, techniques, and methods so that they can unleash that potential. It's very simple, right? Very simple. How to do that? There are various techniques. How these techniques are taken? Neuroscience has taken a quantum leap in last 2 decades. Now we have various researches and studies available. What neural function does what, like for emotional sense and urgency sense and all, amygdala is there. We know that memory is for hippocampus, so we know different neural functions, who does what, and all the activities of our day-to-day life, whether we are standing, that balance function, when we are sitting, that balance function, when we are talking, that function, so everything, language, speech, everything is some function in the brain. So ultimately brain is controlling our everyday activity. That is why what is cognitive ability, we say that Brighter Mind is a multimodal cognitive training program. What does it mean? Multimodal means through different activities we are working on different parts of the brain. Cognitive training means cognition is related to brain. Whatever you think, whatever action you do, it ignites some neurons, some brain cells in your brain. So that is how all of us learn. You see something new, you learn. You are listening to this webinar, you are learning, right? So how we learn? Through firing of new neurons and also getting older neural pathways more connected. So that is how this habit is formed. So neuroscience has taken a quantum leap. Now, how to use those neuroscientific studies in a very joyful way, how to design those activities, that is the job of our research team. So Brighter Minds is a research team which has developed these structured programs to help children in that way. So one last minute, I would request Manaswini and Pushkar. Manaswini and Pushkar, would you like to share something? Then we'll quickly open the forum for question and answer. And in today's question and answer panel, our children are also joining, so people can ask questions to our children.
That's very, very good, ma'am, because they can see this live practical examples, how the children are getting benefited. And it's just one step. The parent needs to take just one step, to ensure that such kind of a techniques are developed. Yeah.
And these are for life, ma'am. These are like investments on our children's skills. We do so many things for children, but these are like investing on their life skills, through which they will be able to excel. They will be able to become better human being. How they become better human being? Because through these programs, they develop that compassion, empathy through different activities.
Consciousness is developed on a very larger scale. That is something, again, drives the person, right?
Yeah.
Individual.
And in one of the programs, ma'am, we were conducting program for a school, and one teacher asked one of our children, when you are you are able to understand these many things, so would you be able to understand what is going to be coming in the question paper? You don't need to work hard. You just focus on the question paper, understand question, and do that. You know what child said? When we are trained in this, we also know that when you try to do something wrong, that alpha state of mind will not remain. It only works when you think positively.
So
when
they
you
know what are the do's and don'ts also. So again, that is what I'm saying, the consciousness, okay? Because in life, all the time, nobody's going to be there with them, correct? Parents' journey is there up to certain limit, correct? But then for that reason, the conscious mind is very, very important. And this is something which is, again, a lifetime gift with the children. Once this is developed at the right age, it will remain throughout their life, help them to support them.
Yeah. So that is why I'm really happy and proud of all my Brighter Minds children, because they develop that wisdom to do right things, to be a better human being. Not only see, you need to excel in whatever you are doing, but at the same time, you should be a good human being, productive for family, productive for society, contributing for family, contributing for society. So with this, Rama ma'am, should we open the forum for question and answer if someone has some question?
Yes, ma'am, definitely. Definitely. And if you want to,
yes.
let them
So you
know.
can ask whatever is there in your mind. If you have any questions, if you have any question to Rama ma'am, if you have any question to our lovely children here, you can write in the chat box. Yes.
Yes.
Vishalji is here. Vishalji, if you can put your video on, so we will be able to see whom we are interacting with. If it is
Sure.
possible or it's okay. I mean, up to you.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, so morning and I was having a breakfast actually. So yeah.
I'm sorry to disturb you.
No,
Just
not
introduce
at all.
yourself. Just
Not at all.
introduce yourself, Vishalji, because we also want to know you.
Sure, sure. My name is Vishal, and I'm from Pune. And I have been in touch with the ma'am, but to be frank, getting my son to the place, I'm trying to find out the ways basically. There are multiple reasons why I'm not able to take to your place basically. And I watched the video of the girl who has demonstrated this skill in a KBC. So even right now also Nakshatra has very well showed that demo as well. Yeah, main thing it is about my son basically, and I want that he should go for this. And in fact, to be frank, I also want to have a fruitful discussion with ma'am before joining this basically. I'm damn sure that I'm going to join, and as I have already communicated to you, ma'am. But I do have one question that my second child, my daughter, she is a 5.5-year old. Can she also join this Alpha and Alpha Plus sessions?
Yes. Any child who is 5 years, minimum age is 5 years. Above 5 years, any child can do, Vishalji. And we are happy to share that even this program is available for adults. We have trained many adults in that. Me and Swaraj sir, we are working together. So we had one group of doctors, we had one group of lawyers. So we are working with adults as well. For corporate, we are offering this. One corporate did it for their, one particular team. So this program is available for anyone who is above 5.
Okay. Second thing is like you mentioned about the duration, 30 hours, right? And the 9 sessions basically. I mean the whole activity. If we combine it into 30 hours with the 9 session, is it for the Alpha or combined Alpha and Alpha Plus?
It is for Alpha, and if you do 9 sessions in 9 consecutive days, it will not help that much because we divide the session once in a week. If you join once in a week session, then child practices for the entire week. Then again next week child does that session. We take child to the next level. Then again practice. So with proper practice, when you move ahead with child space, it helps. So these 30 hours are for Alpha. Whatever we are sharing today is only for Alpha. Because whenever we start the program, it is to be started with Alpha. Alpha is the basic foundation level. So all these things that we have shared today, improving concentration, these skills, everything is related to Alpha. So Manaswini, Krutika, Pushkar, they have done Alpha. So they can also show many activities, but because we have time crunch, so maybe I will invite them in one of the other webinars so that they can also show their skills. But these 30 hours are divided into 9 sessions when we do in-person session. When we do online, that is divided into 10 sessions.
Right. And I want that my son and daughter should both go for the offline session basically.
So you are always welcome. You can. What I'll do, I'll put my number and also Swaraj sir's number. And Swaraj sir is, senior.
No, I do have that. I mean, you can put it for the others basically. Yeah.
Okay. So 9155111142 is Swaraj sir's number. But if you are joining WhatsApp group, anyway, we will share whatever is your need. And my number also I am sharing. In case of any query, anything, you can always ping us. These are WhatsApp numbers. You can always ping us.
Sure. I just noted down one more question. Just a minute.
So please feel free to ask anything to everyone. I am saying, please feel free to ask anything. All these our, lovely young panel members would also be able to answer anything. Rama ma'am is there, I am there, but these 4 people are also here: Nakshatra, Pushkar, Manaswini, and Krutika. Yes, Vishalji.
Yeah. So how much is the duration for the Alpha Plus?
For Alpha Plus, again, a structured program is for 6 sessions of 3 hours each. But then we add 3 more sessions for doing this practical implementation, how to apply these techniques in practical life.
So it's like a 3-4 hours per session in straight, right?
3 hours for Alpha Plus. For Alpha, if you are doing online, if someone is doing online, it's 3 hour session. If
Okay.
in person, then it is 4 hour session. We do 3.5 to 4 hour session. But having said that, if suppose some child has some concern means nowadays we are, coming across many concerns like attention spans are reducing. No? So suppose some child is having ADHD, critical ADHD, mild ADHD is okay. They can do 3 hour session. But suppose some child is not able to sit for 3 hours, then what to do? Then we break the session as well,
Okay.
for 1.5 hour session. So we go with child space in that case, in case some concern. Otherwise, 96-97% children are happily doing it. Even after 4 hours, when you come to pick the child would not be very much willing to go with you. They are, willing to do more activities. So
That's great.
that is ensured. You can ask these people, all these 4 people, how much do they enjoy Brighter Minds?
That's great. Last question, ma'am. I mean, to be frank, I mean, it's not a. I'm not sure whether it is the right way or what. But I mean, to be frank, I came to know, like when we had like when we have this second child daughter, then the difference between the boy child and the girl child, then I started realizing like how they gain basically. For example, the demo given by the girl who had given in a KBC and the Nakshatra, these are the children, right? And no, and that's why I'm like I would request Pushkar also, like how is his experience as a boy, and you can also explain, because I'm worrying mainly about my boy child basically.
And Vishalji, why I'm happy, why I'm so glad and smiling, because many people think that. Thanks for asking that question. Many people think that girls are able to focus more than boys, and
Right, right.
I'm a boy. Huh? I'm a mother of one son, one boy, so he's also able to do it. Pushkar is here. Pushkar, please unmute yourself, beta. Pushkar, do you want to show something to Vishalji? Vishalji, if you can put your video on. And Pushkar, would you like to do some activity with Vishalji? You just close your eyes, put your blindfold, and Vishalji can show you some object. You just, try that object, and after that you can share your experience. Vishalji, you can show anything that you want. I hope everyone is able to see Vishalji and Pushkar.
Yeah, Pushkar is Vishalji. Yeah, he's there. Yeah.
So Vishalji is showing something to Pushkar. Okay, Pushkar.
It is paper.
Okay. It is a paper. What more are you feeling? Just keep telling us.
There is something noted.
Something noted. Okay. What colors are coming to your mind? You can tell. What shape is coming to your mind? You can tell.
It is purplish.
Okay. Great. What more are you feeling?
The paper is white.
Paper is white. Okay.
It is box paper.
Box paper. Okay. In the shape of that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Pushpa, what more comes to your mind? Good. You are right in that.
There are alphabets wrote.
Alphabets written. Okay. Yes, alphabets written. Correct. Whenever you want to see the object, you can open your eyes and see. You told everything correctly.
That was only.
Okay. So you can open your eyes and see. That's correct. So you want to share something with Brighter Minds? About Brighter Mind with Vishalji? because we are on the last leg. Our time is done. Pushkar, would you like to share something? Are you able to do everything? And are you happy with Bright Minds?
Yes.
Hmm? So Pushkarji wants to ask how boys learn in Bright Minds. Do boys do well?
Yeah.
Okay, Vishalji, you can ask Pushkar.
No, he has done, no issue. Actually, my question was for you mainly. Definitely, a boy child will also do, but the 9 sessions will be sufficient if I compare with the girl child. For the boy, basically, that's what my question.
No, Vishalji, actually it's different for every child. But yes, whatever level the child is, of course, that level will keep improving. I mean, mind is mind. Two children cannot be compared, whether it is boy or girl. It is my experience. But every child, whatever is the journey, wherever they start, they will, go many levels up. That is the thing.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am, for the all answers given to my questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So if you also get some more questions, you can send in our WhatsApp group, all our people. And thank you so much, Rama ma'am, for joining. Thank you, Pushkar, Nakshatra, Kritika, Manaswini, and all our lovely people who have joined Saturday morning. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rama ma'am.
Thank you so much, Surbhi ma'am. I'm sure the parents are benefited with whatever the tips we have shared. Yeah. Thank you so much. Good day. Bye-bye.
And please don't forget to subscribe to YouTube channel, follow LinkedIn, and also join the group. Thank you so much.
Bye. Good day.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, everyone.